This video and its contents are for adult collectors.
It's Transformers' 40th anniversary, and what better way than to take a look at what came before? These are Q Transformers, or Choro Q Transformers, and this is what Takara did for Transformers' 30th anniversary. You might be noticing how squat and stumpy the vehicle mode is on here, and how the packaging is exquisitely small. Like, let me grab a normal deluxe box that we got now. You can see that it is even dinkier than even something like core class packaging. These things are little, but they are pretty fun, and a neat thing about them is they're all licensed. My friend Maka sent me a selection here. These all come from him, so we're going to take a look at these individually, starting with this one, which I think is my favorite. Now, this one, you might be wondering, oh man, who's this? He is a Toyota of some variety, I don't know which. It does feature all pinned wheels. All of them have pinned wheels, and we're going to use this one to kind of set the stage for the others. So all of them have the same style, engineering, transformation, whatever, but they're all just these squat little licensed vehicle versions. You're probably thinking the same thing I thought when I got this one in the mail, which is, who is this one? And then you look underneath and you're like, oh, it's Shockwave. So I believe this is only the second or third time Shockwave had ever been a car, and it's pretty interesting. Like, I always like it when Shockwave or like other characters who don't typically have car modes get car modes. So for transformation, you just pull the legs down, come to the rear end here, split the bumper in two, fold out the little arms on their elbows, and be kind of careful because they're not your toys. And then you pull back on the roof, and out pops the head, and you fold the roof onto the back. And there we go! There is our Q Transformer, and this one is Shockwave, and he looks really, really cute. Now you can kind of position the arms like this. I like them as so, kind of with the bumper facing back. But yeah, there's Shockwave, and he looks pretty good. He has a mean little mono eye there, and just a fun little thing. Has his arm cannon, pew pew, and is just a lot of fun. Articulation is fairly basic. Swivel at the head, ball joint shoulders, hinge elbows, sort of ball joints at the hip, and knees. And since this one, and since all the ones, I should say, were modified by Maka, they all have some tight joints, which we'll talk about that when we get to the last one. But Maka also put magnets in their feet, so they can suspend. He has a thing about magnets, so these ones all have magnets. Yours won't, but they do. And according to him, these ran him, I want to say 15, somewhere in the $15 to $20 range a piece. So if you are looking to pick some of these up, do some research ahead of time. But let's get moving on to the next one, and let's unbox one of them. For note, these are already open. They do have that really collector-friendly packaging where you can just slide out the card, and then they're just in a little plastic shell. And I hate these plastic shells, so I'm going to pause again. And this one's Lambor, or Sideswipe, if you're American. I like this guy. I like him a lot. He is a tiny red Lamborghini, and something I noticed, you're probably seeing it too, he has a Lamborghini badge on his packaging, which is interesting, because the other Lamborghini I have here, Lockdown, doesn't have that on his packaging. So I don't know if it just came off at some point. But Lockdown is also a licensed Lamborghini, just doesn't have the Lamborghini sticker. Anyway, again, transformation here. We're going to waste no time. Now, not everyone got their G1 alt modes. So, like, while Sideswipe here does have a Lamborghini mode, and the Wheeljack we're going to be looking at does have his Lancia mode, not every character from G1 got their G1 alt mode. And he looks pretty nice. The head's a little squat, and it looks okay. Nothing amazing to write home about here. But a fun little dust toy version of Sideswipe. We're going to take a look at a fun one now. This one is Soundwave, which is super cool. I didn't know who this was when I first opened it up out of the baggie. That car right here, such a slick little car mode. I believe this is a Subaru. Yep. This is one of the Subaru alt modes. And I looked underneath and I was like, oh, is this some sort of blue Optimus Prime? He has Optimus Prime's detailing on there. But no, this is Soundwave. And that's because Soundwave and Optimus actually share a mold. I believe it's a reference to one of the Alternity convoys, or the other one. But this is a super fun little Soundwave. He has his blocky legs, he has Optimus Prime's arms, but then the head is super cute and super squat. I kind of wish the hood popped open and there was a cassette deck in there. That'd be super cute. But yeah, no, it's a fun little Soundwave. I actually really do like this one. And of course, because it's Maka's, it does have the magnets. But yeah, this is super, super fun, super, super cute. Really love this one. This one is more dedicated to G1, and like I mentioned earlier, it is Wheeljack, and as far as I can tell, his Lancia mode is fully licensed. And this is another one that I really like. I actually quite like the Wheeljack. Again, transforms the same as all the other Choro Q transformers. Just fold down the legs, fold out the arms, and flip the roof section back. And I've noticed on some of them, it folds back a little further than others. But on some of them, it doesn't. And he has a teeny tiny little Wheeljack head. Looks super cute. Focus, please. Looks super cute. Can rotate side to side. It's definitely Wheeljack, and I don't know. I like it. This one's a lot of fun. I like out of the ones I have at my disposal, I think Shockwave and Wheeljack are my favorites. They are just so much fun, and they look like who they're supposed to look like. Wheeljack especially is just a lot of fun, and maybe it's just because I like Wheeljack as a character. I think he's a fun and neat and goofy character, but I like this one a lot. I hinted at it earlier that one of them is unmodified, and it's this one. This is Age of Extinction Lockdown. Now, if we look at the card on Lockdown's packaging, you can see Age of Extinction Bumblebee, Age of Extinction Optimus. I think that's Crosshair up there. And you can see on the other one, it's more cartoonish, more anime. And that's because they had a little webtoon that you could watch back in the day. I think some of it is still there. It might actually be lost media, but I do not know. But Lockdown here, Maka dislikes this one so much that it is unmodified. And to kind of put that in perspective, I've gotten 2 or 3 figures from Maka, and all of them have been modified. So if you want the true Choro Q experience, I'm about to give it to you. Set that off to the side. So here he is in his little squat Lamborghini mode, and let's get this guy. You can see no magnets under there. The elbows are okay. They don't have horrible tolerance. It's when we get down to, yep, right, yeah. So the legs are very, very flimsy on this one, to the point where I almost messaged Maka and was like, hey, I'm gonna put some stuff on this, but again, not my figures, so I'm not going to. It also would de-authenticate this experience, but you can just see, like, just touching them a little bit causes them to pop off. And it's not, I've double checked yep, and that just popped off. Oh my gosh, I've double checked the ball joints, I've double checked to make sure the sockets are good, and yeah, everything is fine. It's just Lockdown's unmodified. It's not, and this is apparently how all of them are out of the box. And it kind of makes sense to me why Maka went so far with the modifications. Getting up, you can see that AoE Lockdown head. There is another Lockdown that does look a little better. He has like a skull face, which looks really cool. But this is him unmodified. And yeah, so if you are going to get one of these, do be wary. You probably are going to want to fix up the joints. So how do we feel about Choro Q? Is this a good way to celebrate an anniversary? I actually kind of like it. I think this is awesome. I think this would be a great little throwback if they ever wanted to do more anniversary stuff. They could just keep releasing more characters every 10 years. It'd mean the toy line was spread out like by an eternity, but we had Platinum Edition that only had a couple releases each year, so why not bring this back for the anniversary toy line? This would be a lot of fun, and I do really enjoy them. And like I said, you can find them online. They were Japanese exclusives, and they are 10 years old at this point, so they do run anywhere between $10 to $30, and there are some more expensive ones. Like there's an exclusive Optimus Prime that was a crossover with a like Mach 5 racing team. There's the other specialty exclusives. There's the Hello Kitty and Snoopy crossovers. You just got to know which one you're looking for. But this little pool and selection that I have here are a fun selection. And if you can just find one as a little desk toy, especially if it's like your favorite character, like there's a Trax one that I really want, I think they're totally worth it. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out the video over here. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to check out those links in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.